Yo, what's up everybody? It's Rayboar, and I've got another expanded TCG match with my ever favorite Rayboar deck here. I mean, I guess maybe I like Ray Eels as much as Rayboar, but these decks that involve the Rayquaza X from Dragons Exalted, good stuff. And we're going to be playing the exact opposite of what I played the other time. My opponent was using a Blastoise, EX, Mega Blastoise EX kind of deck. And now we're going to be going up against the competitive Blastoise deck here. The Archie's Blastoise in this expanded format that is just so unfair. And I guess so unique in a way. Archie and Maxi, they were definitely unique cards when they were thinking of making them. But unfortunately, they're just too broken. It's just too easy to get that amazing effect off. You draw a lot of cards too when you bring out your stage 2, turn 1. So yeah, amazing. So as you guys can see, my opponent has already started doing his shit, just using a couple of cards, and Archie's Blastoise has come out at turn 1. And I give off the pissed off little face icon there because it does really piss me off. Our decks are very similar. He has his Energy Acceleration Water Pokemon Blastoise there, and I'm running the Emboar that does the same thing for Fire Energies. So similar strategy. And my opponent has already managed to get his Blastoise out turn 1. Turn 1, motherfucker. And even though I actually have a very good hand here myself, we won't be able to, of course, get out Emboar turn 1, because there's no, Archie or Maxi for fire Pokemon. And even if it was, I probably wouldn't run it. I'm not a fan of running this kind of a deck. Billions of items, just dumping everything, trying to get. It's just some Yu-Gi-Oh shenanigans. That's just what it looks like to me. It really is just makes me think of the worst parts of Yu-Gi-Oh. But anyways, unfair card. My opponent has already uh, put out Blastoise, and what we're gonna do here is try and do our best to get Emboar as soon as possible. But I mean, no matter what I do, even at the earliest I can get Emboar out is next turn. And we do have the cards. I've got the rare candy. I've got Emboar right here. I've got supporters. I've got even the computer search even. So I can bring that guy out. I mean, we have 2 Tepics down. It's probably impossible for my opponent to knock out both of them. So, Emboar is going to come out, but my opponent is already going to take the first step, already going to get the lead. His dude is already ready to go. So you guys can see the major disadvantage going on here. It's just so unfair. There should have never been a card that lets you get a stage 2 out, turn 1. If a card like that exists, then we all should have access to it, like how the original rare candy was. Like people could bring out stage 2 Pokemon's turn 1 with that card, but everybody could do it, not just specific decks. And you didn't have to build them in a specific way. It was just rare candy. You run rare candy, you get the effect off. Okay, so my opponent is still going with his nonsense here, using battle compressors, dumping stuff in the discard pile, using the order pad. Man, that card just works so perfectly in a deck like this, order pad, because if they get heads, then they can just get any item for free. So it's like a trainer Skyla, an item Skyla, and that's busted. But if you get tails, then you're basically helping yourself out be handless, so you can use your Archie. So it contributes in that way as well. So it's just an excellent card to run in an unfair deck like this. But anyways, my opponent is doing his stuff here. Not to mention, this deck of course runs the Propagation Execute, which is a card that, in my opinion, just makes every unfair tactic, every broken tactic that's already strong and expanded, makes it so much worse. Like Zoroark GX, make that guy worse. This Blastoise deck, make that worse. Skyfield, very strong card. You make that worse too. It's just crazy. I can't believe they haven't banned the Execute yet. It's insane to me. Oh well. So my opponent takes the first knockout. He decided to invest in Lele, use Lele to get the knockout there. Uh, not Can't really say if that's wise or not. I mean, you do have the Keldeo, that's your main Pokemon. He's probably going to want to use that to KO my Rayquaza there. So let's see. I'm going to use computer search. We're going to go all out here. I can't afford to be trying to save and conserve resources like via Seeker and additional supporters like N, because this game is really extreme. When you play against a deck like this, it's very extreme. It's pretty much an energy acceleration race. We both have our dude out now, so the person that starts getting knockouts early and keeps the momentum up is gonna win. It's gonna outpace the other person. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna use the heat factory there, discard card, but just doing my best to try and get energies. And now let's use the energy retrieval, get my 2 fire energies that are in there. Alright, so we're going to have at least 2 of them on our rayquaza. So with 1 juniper, I should be able to see at least 1 more fire energy or, a letter. But I got to make sure that I get a knockout here. That's why I use the computer search there. Yeah, we're going all out. So Juniper give me a hand of fresh 7 cards, and we do see a lot of good resources. And I see Entei GX as well. Now Entei GX is interesting because it's a Pokemon that is weak to water, so it's an easy Pokemon for my opponent to KO and give prizes. But at the same time, his sniping attack is very handy if I use this to KO either Blastoise or even the Shaman there for an easy 2 prizes towards the end. So yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna play him down. It's kind of risky, but it is what it is. And let's see, should I attach the other fire energy? And let's do it, I guess. Maybe I should have waited for a bit, but my opponent could start playing ends right after this attack. So let's just do what we can. And Dragon Burst, I'm gonna get the knockout on Tapu Lele. Now, basically, one of the only hopes that I have when playing up against this deck is that sometimes they don't really run a lot of too many energies, at least the versions that I know of. They really rely a lot on superior energy retrieval. So, if they have to dump some of those, or if they have to use them and they don't really get many cards, if shit doesn't work out for them, then maybe they're going to run out of energies or won't have enough energies to attack. Like, Keldeo EX does need quite a few to get even a one-shot on a Pokemon like Rayquaza here. It does have the choice band, but I believe it needs at least 5. Let's see, 5 with the choice band. Does that do the trick? I think it might. It's either 5 or 6, but it does need a lot. And it's even worse against GX Pokemon, Stage 1 GX Pokemon that have even more HP. But anyways, back to the game here. My opponent makes a good move, but a really fucked up move for me. Using Guzma to pull Emboar out, we only had 1 out, so now I'm going to be left with no energies, no way to attack. That's very, very annoying. So gonna use the energy retrieval here, grab energies. At the very least, my stadium is still in play, so we can use it, dump fire energies and draw cards. I gotta get out another Emboar ASAP. And let's see, what do we have here? I got the Jirachi, I've got Emboar and Pignite, but I can't afford to evolve twice. I need like a Candy and a Tepig to get that guy out quick. So what can we do here is I'm gonna retreat Entei. I'm gonna lose a few energies here, and we're starting to get a little bit dangerous when it comes to discarding energy. But I gotta get out Jirachi in the active position and use its effect. Maybe that's gonna help me. I can either do that or just attack, just do 50. So let's go with the chorus first and see what happens. Draw 7 cards, maybe get something better, and we don't. We actually get some worse shit here. So that didn't work out at all. I should have probably used Jirachi first, because we had quite a few pieces in hand anyway. But no choice, I gotta retreat here and take advantage of Jirachi. I don't want to leave Entei there to die, so easy to kill too. So what are we gonna do here? I guess get the Startly Megaphone, get rid of my opponent's tools there. The Choice Band and the Float Stone, I suppose, get a little bit of plus. But it's absolutely terrible. When you're faced with such a situation, it's almost basically like the game is already sealed against you. Like if I had brought out a Tepic or two, then at least I can think, okay, I can hopefully bring out Embor next turn. But since we don't even have anything down, then it's gonna take me at best 2 more turns to get the dude out. And that's just so bad against a deck like this that's already set up, kicking my ass. You know, it should already be hopeless, but hopefully my opponent fucks up or something. I don't know. It really just sucks, man. I shouldn't have used the chorus. I had some decent pieces in hand. I should have just went with the Jirachi first, and then maybe played something else. Oh well. So Deluge, my opponent, gonna attach more water energies, and it seems he wants to favor this Articuno there from the Roaring Sky set. Now this is a card that I kind of liked when back in those days. It's not as good as people think. I wanted to make it work too in certain decks. Like I was running this in the conventional Deluge Blastoise, where you do run Squirtles and stuff. And you use Tri-Edge. If you get a bunch of hits and you're lucky enough to get a knockout, you can get a bunch of prizes easily thanks to its ancient trait, not ability. And this is what my opponent was banking on here. He was trying to go for like easy prizes, but it was a mistake because he didn't even manage to get a knockout. He just managed to do 120 for the weakness as well. So that didn't work out for him at all, and that's perfect for me. This is exactly what I wanted. A misplay on his part, kind of being greedy, kind of being cocky perhaps. And we're going to get rid of Entei. Entei is a sitting duck against this deck no matter what, since against Keldeo. So for my opponent to just do a bunch of damage on it, it was just a waste of a turn, basically. So that's good. It gives me a little bit of hope with his little shitty play there. And he also spent a Guzma to do that. So hopefully that's good. I don't want my Embor to die again if I bring it out. It's gonna be it's gonna be victory for him for sure that way. So let's use the Professor's Letter, get even more fire energies in play. And I can still use my Heat Factory there if I want to. And let's retreat into Jirachi, search even more shit. Since my opponent has given me this opportunity, we're going to do that. And let's see what I get. Rare Candy and a Switch. We already have a Cynthia, we already have a Rare Candy, so I don't know what I should get. Let me just get the Switch, I guess. In case some shit happens, I don't know. I do have the other pieces. What we want to see right now is Empor and maybe another Tepic, so I feel a little bit safe. And we see another Tepic, that's good. And at this point, things are kind of getting dangerous when it comes to me using Heat Factory. I'm getting carried away here, but it's sort of an emergency. There's not really much choice. I gotta use all the drawing I can use to get out my dudes out. In these sorts of situations, I have the deck built up to have a lot of backup. I guess you can use the Super Rod as well to recover energies that way back in the deck in case of an emergency. I still haven't used the Fisherman. I didn't really use via Seekers. I think I dumped one though. So we should have enough energies to still finish this guy off as long as I get the right knockouts at the right time. So my opponent is not messing around anymore. Brings out the Entei and then goes with the Articuno play again. This time is going to work out for him. Entei is going to die no matter what. He gets triple heads. So 200 damage. Oh well. So he's dead. And I'm going to promote Jirachi yet again. We've got the switch. We can get him out of the way that way. And let me use Stellar Wish. Give me something. And I get the heavy ball. Good. Exactly what I want to see here. Now the question is though, should I get the heavy ball or should I get something else? Because I seriously want to use Lysander if I can, since the option has been revealed to me to knock out his Blastoise or the Keldeo, because that Pokemon is very threatening. Since Articuno managed to kill Entei, he only needs to knock out one Pokemon. So with the small dudes I have down, I'm gonna be left with one Tepic no matter what. So If you just can make another pooling play with Guzma, then it's GG. Things are really rough, We're finally going to be able to get back in the game, but is it already too late? Let me see here. I'm going to have to hope against hope, that he doesn't have enough resources to knock out Rayquaza. Can't really grab a bunch of water energies anymore, and doesn't have another Guzma or something, or Via Seeker. So we're going to attach the energies here and use switch. No matter what, I have to KO this Articuno and just make him lose water energies that way, I guess. And let's use the superior energy retrieval as well. Get me a bunch of energies here and the lightning. Now we're going to open up ourselves to N now. I mean, he's susceptible to N as well, since he only has one, he only needs to knock out one Pokemon. So using even more heat factory there. I should have probably quit using that since we have what we need. Yeah, but I guess I was really confident I had a lot of energies to spare. So attach a few more to Rayquaza there. And I'm trying to go for a different play here. I don't want to knock out this. Let's see. Yeah, we did manage to get the Lysandre there. So that's cool. Yeah, I used the heat factor. I didn't use the supporter. So we managed to make that play too. Yeah, I was kind of lost there for a minute. So yeah, good play on my part. We managed to use the Lysandre and get the heavy ball and KO this Keldeo. So that's like the threatening Pokemon out. So now my opponent doesn't have a good main attacker. Articuno is not that great. He's only good if you hit something for weakness and get a bunch of heads. So things are actually looking kind of up now. I got rid of his threat. Hopefully with any luck he burned through a bunch of water energies and superior energy retrievals. He does use the mail and get the Juniper there, and he plays down the Palkia GX there. Not something that I want to see. Now this Pokemon is bad for a number of reasons. Number one is that the worst part is he's a dragon dude, and all the dragons from Dragons Exalted are weak to that. So he can easily take care of me. But at the same time, though, it's kind of good because, well, no, he actually doesn't do Shred. He has a big attack that works like Keldeo's attack. So if he just has 3 energy, he can kill me, basically. Alright, and it seems he does have 3, and he has one on puts one on the execute as well. So that should be game here, actually. He can just switch and then finish me off. That's all he has to do. But I believe he didn't realize that he could hit me for weakness, and I think I forgot that as well. I was feeling, okay, I'm still safe, because that's all he needed to do. But instead, he keeps building Palkia up, and he won't attack. He won't be able to attack. I don't know why. He just promotes Articuno and just tries and uses that Pokemon with Chilling Sigh, putting me to sleep. So that's I don't know what to say about that. Maybe he didn't realize, he didn't know that he could have killed me. Maybe he was just trying to mess with me and prolong the game. I decked myself out, but because I really wanted to get the Via Seeker, and we would have had game here. If I wasn't asleep from Chilling Sigh, all I had to do was just use Via Seeker, get the Lysandre, and we could have killed the Shaman and win, basically. But thanks to sleep, that didn't work out. And now I gotta spend the Via Seeker to play N, otherwise I'm just gonna deck myself out. Wow, so you guys can see this game is really close, is really intense. Every one of us trying our best to win. I mean, my opponent would have won, but I guess he didn't realize I didn't use Palkia to attack. I guess maybe he was trying to use the GX attack to win, I don't know. But what we're going to do here is I'm going to attach the fire energy so that I don't draw them again, and play down the Heatran. Maybe that can be used. And I got to use the Via Seeker here and use N, otherwise I'm just going to deck myself out. Or lose basically to myself. We already decked ourselves out. Okay, so with N, I'm gonna be able to buy a few more turns, and all I want to see is like the fisherman to get more energies just in case, and just wake up. That's all we really want. I'm putting my opponent to one prize as well, so that's good. And that's all I can do really. Hopefully I wake up and it just works out that way. We can no longer pull though, so as long as he has Articuno active, I can't win. Yeah, so no matter what, this game, I had a shot, but now it's just, no matter what I do, I'm screwed. I can't pull one of his EXs or GXs, and even though I've woken up, we can kill Articuno. There's nothing else I can do. Like, if I promote Heatran to kill that dude, I'm dead. If I just, I don't know, like use the other Rayquaza, I guess that it's clean. We can do that, but I'm still dead against Palkia. So, yeah, we're gonna do it, I guess. Just promote the other Rayquaza, but it's just no point. I'm pretty sure as I was playing the game, I didn't even realize myself that Palkia can knock me out due to weakness. We just realized at the last minute, both of us, I think. Oh well. But this is going to be the final move. All I can do is just get a knockout on this Articuno, and then my opponent's going to finish me off. If the weakness wasn't a factor, then maybe there was still a chance for me to win. But, you know, weakness is weakness. It's a factor in the TCG. You can't really ignore it. It is a serious part in the game. And in this case, it works out against me, against this old, using these old Rayquaza EXs. But anyway, we did pretty good. We tried certainly our best against a deck like this that really is just has the bigger advantage bringing out the Blastoise turn 1 while we gotta get out Emboar the old-fashioned way. Put up a good fight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And this is gonna be the last turn. Palkia finishing me off here with the GX attack. But I hope you guys enjoyed this game. I hope you guys subscribe, leave a like, share this with your friends. Hopefully in the future the expanded format gets fixed even more. They ban a couple of cards that need to get banned, but we can only hope. Thank you guys for watching as always. Rayboar, and I'll see you guys next time. What's up?